2016 Nissan Titan.
Probably.
5.0 Cummins diesel.
Yes.
That's the famous Jamie's. We call him Jamie, James. What do you want to call him, JJ? But I'm using Nissan Consult R2R Plus, 3 Plus, because the Auditels give me some weird ass data as far as fuel pressures and stuff. It says like 1 million PSI and blah blah blah. Well, what we have going on here is we get a low fuel pressure, service fuel pressure system. So I don't know much about these. I've been doing some research, but there's a lift pump on the frame, it sounds like, and there's a high pressure Bosch pump. I don't know if it's a CP4. I don't know what it is. That's mechanically driven under the engine. So we got to see which one is going on here, or the issue we're having, if it's the low pressure or the high pressure side. So we're going to get into the data here and take a look. All right, so the codes we have in here is a low pressure fuel system. You cleared it, comes right back. P0088 alpha and an engine coolant flow. I did check. This does have the newest software. So I'm going to pull up some PIDs here. All right, so I've been picking some PIDs here. I'm going to hit start. So like I said, I tried to use the Autel. I don't have it on film, but the Autel was giving me like 1 million bars. It was all over the place. So electronic lift pump command is on. There's a test PID I pulled up. Fuel flow rate command. Okay, fuel rail pressure. Fuel rail pressure command. Fuel rail pressure requested. Fuel supply pressure. And max fuel rail pressure. So right now the fuel supply pressure is the low pressure pump, the lift pump. I notice here it's from 55 to 60. My assistant, if he gets off his phone, is gonna kind of rev the engine up a little bit. Just a few more times, rev it up and let off. So you can see there, 62, 65. It's not all over. Autel is showing it all over the place, but I'm getting incorrect data on the Autel, I believe. 71, 64, 62. Okay, let off. 61, 60, 58. Anyway, so now let's look at the high side. That was the low side. Fuel rail pressure requested. It wants 2,000 bar. That's the max fuel pressure there. But the fuel pressure request wants 2,000 bar, and in the actual fuel rail pressure, well, the max is that. It wants 2,000 bar, and right now it's at 255. Rev it up again. 494, 776. It wants 2,000. We're only getting that. Well, that would make sense why we're getting that cold. Okay, let off. So you can graph these. Of course, I'm not real familiar with Consult Plus 3.R. I've only used it for programming mostly. But you got screen capture, print screen. So that's the back button. Line graph. 4 graphs per page. Wonder how you graph these. Let's go back to numerical. Anyways, we're gonna go for a drive real quick, and we're gonna watch. It wants 2,000 bar, but we're only getting 370. Should be using a screen recorder here, but we'll try this. Just go towards Airbase Road. All right, we're gonna get on the road here. Just gonna get on a little bit. It's 1500. James brings up a good point. The requested shows 2,000. I don't know why that never changes. It's kind of weird. But look at the low pressure side, 55, it went to 70, 50, 65, 55. Get on a little bit more. Oh, we got an idiot that pulls out in front of us.
And I'm doing 50 at a 35.
All right. I don't know if we're going to hit that green light or not.
Get it from dig now, though.
But the low pressure side's changing a lot. I don't want the. I wonder if I can change these to PSI instead of bars. That would make more sense to me.
Just multiply it by 14.7.
It's probably
You ready?
Yep. Go ahead. 1800, 1200. Look at it went down to 33 psi.
It's not. It's angry.
It went down to 18 psi, 24 psi.
And it is running like shit.
Yeah, the low pressure side is going way down, and it's running like crap. That's good data we caught there, though, because if the low pressure side is not getting enough fuel, how do you expect the high pressure side?
Exactly.
So he's going to turn this son of a gun around, and then we're going to just slow. There we go. I want that Cardack to fall.
Pocket change.
No. And we're gonna sit here, and he's gonna go again.
4 months of labor is evening.
So he's gonna get on a little bit. Look, 29 psi. The low side, okay, 25.
Hood shut?
Yeah, it's just loose on the front. I think we found our problem. It's the low pressure side. Yeah. We need to put a lift pump in this, I believe, if you look at all this data. All right, so we're going to bring it back to the shop up here. The low pressure side, we saw it going down. Now, why does it stay at 2000? Maybe it's because it's in this, reduced power mode, this P008 alpha code. We're going to go ahead and put a lift pump in it, and then we'll go retest it, and then go from there. All right, so what we did, James here, put a filter under the hood, on the pump, and one on the frame rail, low side and high side. He said there was the one under the hood was very dirty. The one on the frame rail actually had metal chips in it, which we're thinking is from the low pressure side.
Not chocolate chips.
Huh?
Not chocolate chips.
No, metal chips. So is that from where? Probably not. Is it? Well, who knows, right? Yeah. Anyways, we cleared all the codes. Now commanded fuel rail pressure wants 815. We got that. And look at the fuel supply. He's going to get on it.
Ready?
Yep. Low pressure side is good. Once 2000, we're giving it 2000. Once 1990, we're giving it about 1990. 72 psi on the low side. Night and day difference. You can let off if you want to go to jail. So before, when it's showing 2000 in the earlier part of this video for bars, I believe that was because it was just in a default strategy for the code. Right. Well, right now, fuel supply, it's not bumping all over. We're going to turn around and do that again.
Okay, you ready?
Yep. Okay. It wants 13, it's giving 13. It wants 15, it's getting 15. Look at the low side, it's not dropping. Night and day difference. Wants 2000, it's getting 2000.
And low pressure side's good?
Low pressure side is good. We have no codes in the cluster, or no informational codes. All right, so night and day difference. Let's look if there's any codes. That came back. No codes. So we're all good there. The only thing that's concerning is the metal chips. How much? I mean, was there a lot of metal?
Yes.
So the only thing concerning is that pump failing and it's plugging up the filter. Is eventually going to have to get a low pressure pump, which is, you're talking almost $1,000. Right now it's good,
that's just
but is it going to? And that's just parts. Is it going to do the same thing again? That is an issue we need to address, or at least make him aware of. Or you could see from the video there, but I wanted to go over a couple of things first. That there is a fuel rail pressure commanded and desired. The commanded was, like 1,000 bar, and it would go to 1,000 bar. That was the commanded. The desired, I think, was always at 2,000. I'm not sure why that was there. I wanted to basically clarify that. There was a difference between that. Also, I didn't see that there was metal in the filter. So the one up on the engine was pretty nasty and black, the technician said. The one on the lift pump, the low pressure side, had metal in it. I don't know how much metal. He said half a teaspoon. Either way, it's concerning. Obviously, that metal is not coming from the low pressure side. I think I might have mentioned that in a video, but it's not. It would be from the high pressure side, and it's coming from the return side. Whether it's, you know, like the low pressure side started to get plugged up and it wasn't giving enough fuel to the high pressure side, and then that pump, I don't know if it's a CP4, Bosch, I'm not sure what it is, you know, it lubricates it, cools it, maybe that's what's causing it, and then it started to wear out and it's pumping through on the return side and plugging it up. Either way, it's not right. There should be no metal in there. So I think this truck, they're gonna have to talk to the customer of the shop is and say, hey, look, it's good now, but how long is it good for? A week, a month, a couple months? We don't even know. Like, it needs to be gone through the entire system, and check all the lines, you know, cut the filter open, too much more metal's in there, go through everything, because obviously that metal should not be in there at all, and it's causing, or will cause, other issues. It already caused issues. This is basically just a temp fix, and it's only going to do more damage, that I believe. So it needs to be addressed. So I just wanted to clarify all that.